Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Lopez here, and you're listening to the GUNLINE podcast, where I like to just shoot the shit like I did out in the field with the rest of the homies and the rest of the crew. So, if this is your first time listening, I would like to thank you and go on and pop a squat and see if we can get a little bit hot in here today because we want the gun line now. So, let's see. Let's go ahead and start off. By the way, I call this my therapy without the therapist. It's kind of what I coined for this podcast here. Yeah, my therapy without the therapist. So I'm gonna do a lot of talking today. Normally, I would have my co-host here, either Hunt or Urena, but logistical, stuff going on, family things. So it's no biggie. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a solo, just you and your chief over here. You know what I'm saying? Just you and your favorite chief. So, um, yeah, man, it's been a glorious fucking week so far here in Texas. I got back from a small vacay on Saturday or Friday. Can't even remember, to be honest. But I tell you what, I did not miss this motherfucking heat. Did not miss this heat, y'all. It's fucking preheating over here. It is hot as balls and humid. So, but hey, I mean, could be fucking worse, right? I'm just happy the air conditioner's working because if that shit breaks down, I am fucked. So let me just have my morning coffee right now. It is 10:40 a.m. here on 7/11/2023. One quick second while I sip my coffee. Mm, mm, mm. All right. So like I said, it's Tuesday, and hope you guys are having a decent week out there. Um, for me, it's every day is Saturday because I decided to finally just quit working. I'd like to call it retiring. And honestly, y'all, I think it was the best move I could make on my end, being that I tried doing the corporate thing, working in a fucking office environment. I did that for 8 years, from 2015 till February this year. And it took its toll on me. It really did. I've never been someone who's into like, paperwork or paper pushing and ass kissing. And I'm more of a physical type of person. I like doing work that has like tangible fucking goals and production. So in other words, I would have been better working out, let's say, you know, digging fucking ditches, you know what I mean? Or landscaping or just anything building things. Unfortunately, I can't do that physically. I mean, I could do it like maybe half a day and then I'm out for the rest of the fucking week. My back it's fucked up. It's just really, really fucked up. And so it I really can't do the type of work I enjoyed, but I had to make money. You know what I mean? Coming out the army, um, I got humbled really quick. I I would, like many people, thought that when you get out, I'm gonna find a job that's equivalent to my pay grade. And no, that didn't happen, y'all. Being that I was a staff sergeant when I got out, and I had soldiers under me, and coming out here was humbling that I didn't have the experience needed as far as like for the type of job I was going into, which was at a call center of all things. Could I have stepped in as a supervisor? I could have, and I would have been fired within like the first fucking 3 months because I did not have the corporate fucking or yeah, I guess the office environment etiquette that you need in order to fucking succeed there. So I did about 5 years there as just well, I started off taking claims, filing claims for nationwide insurance. And that's right, nationwide is on your side. Yeah, I did that. I filed claims for them for the first year in just English and bilingual. Then they have a translation department, and I did that. I did it. I became a translator, basically a fucking terp. I was a terp for them, paid really well for an easy fucking job. All right. And but here's where shit started getting stupid. I'm not a person that likes to reinvent the wheel. And there's too many good idea fairies where I was working at. And nobody, it seemed, would dare question why some decisions are being made. You know what I mean? Granted, in the military, it's the same way. Some decisions get made, but at least we're given some kind of a fucking intent behind it. And in this one, it just got to the point. Well, anyways, in the translation department, I moved up and became what they call the lead. And I did that for a while, I was cool with that job. I was really cool with that job because I had a specific number of, for example, coachings that I had to do. And, and I just had to fucking just do my job, leave me the fuck alone, do my job. That's the way I like to work. Just leave me the fuck alone. Tell me what needs to get done and leave me the fuck alone. But when I start getting checked up on it, it's like, dude, you have the fucking answers right there in front of you. Why do you need me to fucking, anyways, that started getting on my fucking nerves. Because it's almost like, if you got the fucking answers, why are you asking me? You know? Anywho. And if I'm meeting my fucking goals, don't hate on me. Let me do what I do and let me continue. Let me Charlie Mike. But anyways, I did that for about a year, and then there was a position that opened up as a supervisor, which is what my goal was, to be a supervisor. And I did that, and I think I was rocking it pretty well, honestly. I mean, my team was all on fucking point, and basically I was managing or supervising a group of motherfucking interpreters. So, I mean, I had the skill set already down. I knew what the fuck I was doing. And just you tell me what my job is to how can I say, not just to develop these books, because nobody was developing them. I hate to throw them under the bus, but where I was working at, it seemed like I was the only supervisor that was developing my motherfucking associates, because I care about them and their progression. Some people are okay just staying where they're at. That's cool, but there's other motherfuckers that had the potential to succeed and move up or laterally, but nobody ever fucking tapped into it or challenged them. And that's one of the things that I brought from the military, was that I wanted to develop my soldiers in the military. Your job as a chief was to get that number one man to be the gunner, get that gunner to be chief, get that fucking powder bitch to be the RTO, or the ATC or whatnot. Anyways, you wanted them to progress, and that's the same mentality that I brought to my job. And anyways, I did that for a while, but it started. What I don't like are shotgun blasts. Sometimes it's necessary to do a shotgun blast in order to get everybody in line. But for some fucking reason, even though my department was completely different than the rest of the department, we were affected by other fucking people's, let's say they will get a relief for cause in an SCOER, because it was dereliction of duty, I guess you could say. You know what I mean? They couldn't fucking, they were just a chair filler versus a supervisor. They were just there for the title and the money. Me, I was there because, yeah, the title, the money was fucking great. But because of those fucking changes because of these fucking people that were not able to do their taskings and their implied duties, everybody had to suffer for that shit. So they started making us do more paperwork, more fucking admin shit, more motherfucking spreadsheets. Bro, I'm not that guy, and I can't keep quiet. And it was starting to stress me the fuck out, because in order to succeed in my job, I had to put on a fucking fake face and pretend that everything was crimson and clover. And who was suffering was my household, because I was giving 100% of me to this job. And it was just sucking the fucking life out of me. Because again, I was doing it because the pay was good, not because I loved it, not because I wanted it. But it started taking its toll on me mentally, where it's almost like I couldn't speak my fucking mind out. I couldn't fucking make any kind of decision, or any kind of suggestions I made were always met with a, yeah, that's a good idea, but no, you know what I'm saying? Because the good idea fairies always fucking trump shit. But anywho, long story short, it just got to the point where I could not work there anymore, in the capacity that I was in, because some people are just plain fucking stupid, and you can't tell them that. And that's just one of the reasons. You had some people that are just, how can I put this? They look good on paper, but when it comes down to rubber meeting the road, they fucking suck balls. And anyways, I'll leave it at that. At the end of the day, corporate America was not for me. And again, it started really stressing me the fuck out, having to goddamn do all this administrative shit that I wanted it done. And then they started throwing in like fucking other classes that I needed to do, which nothing to do with me and my fucking job. That's where it gets to me. You know, if it's not affecting my fucking job, why are you forcing me to do this dumb shit? It's so fucking stupid and redundant that it was like, fuck, man. Anywho, anywho. And then the accountability. A lot of motherfuckers had a fucking problem with taking accountability for their own shit. And that's one thing that, you know, again, coming up as a motherfucking young buck, you had to accept responsibility for your shit. You know, you took responsibility for your Joes. And even when you fucking delegated, you delegate authority, not responsibility. So at the end of the day, anything that fucked up came back on you. And you were cool with it. You know, you just fucking throw it in your rucksack, Charlie Mike. You know, unfortunately, it didn't work out that well for me out here. So a lot of you cats, why am I talking about this? There's a lot of you cats that are probably, you know, either out already or getting ready to come out. And it's not gonna be easy out here, man. I'm letting you that right fucking now. It's not gonna be easy, at least for me. I'm gonna speak for myself, all right. For anybody that was in the combat MOS, the transition is a little more difficult for us because our style of communication is more direct. Our style of work ethic is a lot stronger than many. You know, we want to get shit done because the way that we worked was once we get done, we can sham the fuck out. I know I used to tell that to my Joe all the time. Hey, let's get the shit done. The sooner you get done, you motherfuckers go sham. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it was, bro. Especially in the fucking field artillery world. Ain't much shit to do on a motherfucking Monday. All right, go sweep the motherfucking line, get up digital, voice, and fucking and do the PMCS. That's it. Once you get up digital, get up voice, you know, get that PTM or anyway, get that test message going. Everything's good to go. All right, Chuck deuces, motherfuckers. I'll see y'all after lunch. Or, you know, they leave for lunch. Hey, keep your phones on you. Go take care of any personal shit you had to take care of. That's what I was used to, you know. And I just didn't like the fact that I didn't have that leeway anymore. But anyways, not only that, and I'm fucking rambling, y'all. I'm rambling. I know. Coffee's kicking in, and it is what it is. But anyways, for those of y'all that are coming out, if you were in a combat MOS, expect it to be an eye-opening transition. You know, check this out, dude. This is gonna sound fucking retarded as shit, all right? And I'm not trying to be homophobic or anything on this shit or whatever the fuck y'all want to call me. But I swear to God, when I got out and I went to go to work, I had never seen so many homosexuals in one place at one motherfucking time. I swear to you. It's like, God damn, did the fucking rainbow start fucking sprinkling Skittles? You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, fuck, they were all over the place, yo. I wasn't used to seeing that in the military, in the army. You know, we wore a uniform. I mean, you could tell who was, you know, straight butch or, you know, who was a little bit on the feminine side. Not that it mattered or anything. I'm just saying it was like fucking bukkake, bro. Like, God damn, where did these motherfuckers come from? Like, I know I was in for 10 years. Did that much change in those 10 years? It was just fucking crazy, bro. And yeah. And it was something for me to get used to, you know, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? One of my very good friends, you know, she was well, not she was, she's a les, you know, she's cool as fuck, and I still love her to this day. Mariana, that's my homegirl, man. Anyways, with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and proceed here, bro. Shit, I don't even know if I told y'all yet. I just got back from a fucking small vacay. So it's what I call my therapy. All right. It's two-wheel therapy, you know, basically on a motorcycle. But that's not it. It was just getting away from it all, disconnecting for a while. And when I mean disconnect, I mean no social media, no motherfucking news, just you, your family, and nature. You know, and so where I was at, I linked up with, for those who have been listening to this a long time, since day one, for my day oneers, y'all know who Kowalczyk is. He was the first co-host I had. So we linked up with him and his old lady. And you know, there's just something about being able to hang out with those that have the same point of view as you as far as mentality wise, or you know, just okay. Like, so we go way back to 2005. We deployed together. I was the lead gunner, he was the rear gunner in our Humvee platoon, And we just kicked it off, man. While we were on guard, we would just chop it up and just became really fucking tight. And then, ever since then, we just been really fucking tight, bro. But he recommended a place to go to, and we went there and we linked up, and god damn, bro, it was fucking beautiful. And I mean, sometimes it's not even where you go, but who you go with at the end of the day. Because I've gone to visit him in his home, and he's like, "Hey, do you want to go take a tour around the town or anything like that?" Nah, bro, I didn't come here to check out this city. I came here to hang out with you. You know what I'm saying? So that's the comfortability that I have, and I think that's the comfort that a lot of us are looking for when we get out. Specifically because we don't have what we will consider fucking friends as we did when we were in. So I'll give you an example. I have neighbors. I know their names, and that's about it. You know what I mean? It's not somebody that I can shoot it up. Or, I'll have a conversation with, like, oh, your grass is looking green and shit like that, but or how's the day going or whatnot. But it's not something that I can relate, like feel that fucking compatibility with them. So, anyways, it was just really good to disconnect from the world for a few and link up, and then seeing the kids, man, have a good time out in the woods. It was fucking awesome. They got to see some things that I never got to see as a kid, and they were excited about it. Hell, even my old lady was excited about seeing some of the like a monument that we went to go check out. And but yeah, dude, it was really fucking a great time to disconnect, and get out of this fucking San Antonio heat. I'll tell you what. Holy fuck, I'm not exaggerating. Right now, it's like a fucking oven here in my garage, aka on the Gunline Studios. But dude, it was just really great to get out there, and I highly recommend to all of y'all, especially vets that are struggling with shit, disconnect and get the fuck out. I highly, highly, highly recommend, if you got the money, to go buy yourself a fucking, or if you already have a half-ton truck, all right, you don't even need a fucking 3/4 or a full ton, just a half-ton, bro. Go get yourself a fucking used or a new motherfucking travel trailer. Plug mine. I'll plug mine. I got a 2021, 2022, 20. Wait, what year are we in? 23. Okay, so last year I bought a fucking Jayco 264 BH, and dude, it's the greatest investment I've had, because with that I could just hitch up, and I'm fucking Audi 5000. And I highly, highly recommend you guys go and get that. So don't go getting yourself in more debt than you need to. But if you can afford to, I would definitely say go get indebted with something that you can use and will benefit you, because that's going to be an investment, especially if you have kids like I do. Give them that opportunity to get the fuck out of the house and disconnect, bro. And that's therapeutic right there. That was my therapy, seeing them engage with other kids, because nowadays they don't engage, bro. At least my kids don't. I'm gonna speak for my kids alone. They spend more motherfucking time on Discords and fucking watching gotcha on fucking YouTube and shit like that than they do outside playing. Now, don't get it twisted. I know it's hot as fucking balls out there, but at the same time, I've become one of those paranoid parents. I don't know why I did that or when I did that, but there's a lot of motherfucking sickos out there, a lot of weirdos. And no matter how good your neighborhood is, you never know who the fuck is around the corner. Back in the day, we could tell, like, okay, stay away from that motherfucking house. He's a weirdo. But nowadays, you can't even tell, man. Look at motherfucking Jared from motherfucking Subway. Who would have thought he was a weirdo? I need to take a sip. Not only that, in San Antonio, if I'm not mistaken, it's one of like the biggest motherfucking child abduction and trafficking of kids hubs in the country. So all that type of shit, it takes its fucking toll, man. But yeah, with that said, I highly recommend y'all to get them up, or you know what? Rent it. You can go rent a motherfucking trailer, y'all. Just rent one. And it's cheap as fuck. You go find a goddamn campground or a state park or something like that. Go find it, bro. And it's cheap as fuck. All you need is water hookup and motherfucking water and electrical. You don't got to get the whole fucking uh septic and all that shit. Just get water and electrical. That's all you need, bro. Seriously. or go boondocking. You know, I had to learn what that term was. Anyways, I just highly recommend it because I had a great fucking time out there. The weather was fucking gorgeous, bro. It was in the 60s in the daytime. Oh my God, dude. And at nighttime it was fucking freezing. Let me tell you about this real quick though. One of the days, me and Kowalczyk, we went on our freedom ride, which was on July the 4th. And we decided to go on a motorcycle ride, to celebrate the 4th. And with that, we jumped on the bikes and it seemed like it was gonna be a pretty good day. And I'd asked him, like, hey dog, you think we'll need gloves? Because I had my gloves with me, and I only brought my motherfucking I brought my fucking German helmet versus, my full face. And he's like, no, man, it looks like it's gonna be pretty good. I'm like, all right, too easy, bro. And so I just had a long sleeve type of fucking light jacket, and we took off on the road, man. Just fucking two dudes on Harleys, just rolling, man. Just fucking feeling America. You know what I'm saying? Out through these goddamn beautiful mountains. Anyway, long story short, about halfway to our destination, I think God decided that he had to take a piss. And yeah, it started fucking sprinkling on us. Sprinkles were okay though. It wasn't too bad with the sprinkles. But then it started getting a little bit heavier. And it finally turned into the motherfucking golden showers. Minus the golden. Bro, I don't know if you've ever ridden motorcycles, but when you're going at about 40, 50 miles an hour, because you're not trying to go too fast in the rain, those little raindrops feel like motherfucking razor blades on your face. And I was just getting pop, 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 pop. Now remember, I only have my sunglasses and my German helmet looking helmet. You know what I'm saying? God damn, that shit was hurting. And I didn't bring my gloves. So, pop, 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 pop. Oh, and guess what? There's this thing called wet plus wind equals cold. So the temperature fucking started to drop. Felt like it was goddamn 50 degrees, bro. Plus the wind chill. My fingers were fucking numb, bro. Numb, 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 numb. Luckily, we stopped at this one location that it looks like it was like the state park owned or whatever. And we got out the rain there. And we damn near canceled our trip to where we were headed to, which was, you know what, I'll say it. We're going to Deadwood. And hopefully my PO's not listening to this. But with that, we went also, I was out in South Dakota, and again, hopefully my PO doesn't hear this. If he does, I'm sorry. It was 4th of July weekend, and it's a very heavy day for myself and a lot of people in our platoon or in our battery. They know why, and I'm not gonna put it out there. But anyways, yeah, dude, we got out there and one of the ladies was like, oh, it's gonna be like this all motherfucking day, over about where you guys are at, it's not gonna be bad, but if you keep going over to Deadwood and whatnot, it's gonna be all rainy. Bullshit. We stayed there for about half an hour, like, man, let me pull up my motherfucking radar. And I pulled up my radar and I started, because the Wi-Fi was taking a little bit too long. I started, getting in touch with my indigenous roots, because we was out in indigenous land. And I started feeling the waves from the earth telling me, bro, keep riding to Deadwood. It's not going to be bad. You got this shit. And I looked at my radar again, and then my radar just got cleared. And I was like, yeah, my indigenousness felt the earth talking to me, bro. And we just jumped on the motherfucking bikes and kept on going to Deadwood. And I tell you what, dog, I never felt more motherfucking American in my life than fucking rolling down into Deadwood, South Dakota on your motherfucking iron horses made by Harley, going handlebar to handlebar, and then just parking it up, kicking in the motherfucking door to a restaurant that used to be a whorehouse, sit down in that whorehouse restaurant and eat yourself a motherfucking bison burger. A motherfucking bison burger, baby, a buffalo burger. hell yeah, America. Then fucking went up, walked around, hit motherfucking gambling, lost $60. Said that's enough for me because I'm a baller on a budget. Then watch the American parade go down the motherfucking Main Street, bro. Fucking felt American as fuck. Then Kowalski got us lost. And I realized at that point that he's like the Lone Ranger and I'm fucking Tonto. You know what I'm saying? So I started calling him Kimosabi. Motherfucking Kimosabi right there, bro. So, anywho, that was a long story. I don't know where the fuck that was going to. But anyway, it felt American as fuck. And was able to hang out with him. And it was just great, man. And we had a great time. Started laughing. Oh my God, dude. So as we're in this one location where I told you that we stopped at because of the rain, they had this big ass fucking, I don't know if it was an elk or a moose or some kind of a fucking animal, like a big ass head, right? And he's like, yeah, man, you should hear these motherfucking things right here. When they're trying to mate, they sound like a retarded rusty trumpet. And I heard what he said, and I looked behind him, and I happened to see a disabled young man, severely disabled young man. And I told him, you didn't just say that, did you? And he's like, yeah, why? And I like, look behind you. And he turns around and he sees this disabled young man. And like, oh fuck. I don't think he heard me though. And I told him, I'm 1,000% sure he heard you because he has one of those ear hearing aid implants that go into your motherfucking back of your head and connect to your ear. So I'm pretty positive he heard him. But hopefully he wasn't able to interpret what he heard because Jesus Christ, that was embarrassing as fuck. But from that day forward, we decided we're not using the word retarded anymore, and we're just gonna say rusty trumpet from this point forward. So that's one rusty ass trumpet. Anyways, I don't know why that popped into my head, but it did, man. I had to tell you that story. So if you ever see somebody acting like a rusty trumpet, let them know. Stop being a rusty trumpet, bro. Stop being a rusty trumpet. But yeah, dude. Let's see what else been on, man. Let's see. Oh, so as I was out there, again, I've been out of the loop for about a week or two. I happened to start scrolling on the Tickety Talks, and I saw this shit about the APFT coming back. And got me wondering, why they even took it away anyway in the first place. I mean, it cardio, muscular strength, endurance. What the fuck was wrong with it? You got to do X amount of push-ups, X amount of sit-ups, and a 2-mile run, right? Takes all maybe 30 minutes of your life to do it. But then again, the Army, and it's all its wisdom, likes to spend money on stupid shit like CrossFit, which probably would have been great if they actually kept up with it. But I don't know, man. I'm the type of, I don't know what the ACFT looks like. I think it's just too much too soon. I think they should have the APFT as a standard across the Army to be a soldier. All right. No matter your MOS, everybody has the standardized APFT to be a soldier. And then subsequently, I guess you could say, behind that, I would say they should have a MOS test, MOS based test. Can you sling rounds? Again, 13 Bravo world, the field artillery world, can you hump rounds? And I'm not just talking about 105s, I'm talking about 155s. Can you hump them? How many can you hump between 100 meters? It's fucking, it gets motherfucking tiring, y'all. When you're fucking humping rounds from the whether it's the ammo humper or your cat, and the cat's on Overwatch and you got to carry fucking 2 fucking rounds full kit because they're 100 meters away, and your chief has it that every 6 rounds you got to go resupply that motherfucker. Yeah, buddy, it takes its toll. So you got to be in a somewhat semi physical fit, physically fit. I still maintain that I know women can do it, but I don't think that they should do it. Why? Because they said they can't. They want to go and have a dick measuring contest. More power to you. Hey, I got nothing but love and respect for y'all for doing that shit. But I just disagree with y'all being there doing it. If that makes sense, I don't know. Some motherfuckers think that well, whatever. They can think whatever the fuck they want of me. But anyways, in my old APFT shirt right here, old Army. Fucking the APFT was a good one, man. I mean, let's go into the fucking social, see, because I know I talked about it on the Tickety Talk, and let's see if anybody has replied to it. All right, on the Facebook, on the gun line. If you want to follow us, it's facebook.com/on-the-gun-line. If you want to go ahead and give me a follow and a like, that'd be great. Oh, by the way, while I'm here, I want to go ahead and take this time to go ahead and give a shout out to Red Leg Custom Woodwork. They're the ones that hooked me up with this about 2 years ago. And I stopped giving him shout outs. I knew that his business was booming. But you know what I'm saying? I know he's still doing great in business. But if you guys want to get a Red Leg or any artilleryman a gift that keeps put a smile on their face, get them fucking a shell. This one here, he made it specifically for the fucking podcast. As you can see, he got the logo on there. If you're watching it, you know, he got the logo on there. It's a 105. It's look at the lot though. OTGO, baby. That's how I know when motherfuckers copy my shit on t-shirts and stuff like that. Anyways, and it's true to spec. You know what I'm saying? It fits. I'll show y'all. Look at that shit. Fits perfectly on this fucking shell. Anywho, so yeah, definitely go give Red Dead Custom Woodworks a shot. If you guys have any 105, 155 rounds, he'll do them, hooks them up. Just go check out redlegcustomwoodworks.com, man. That's the homeboy Scotty there, and he's a former Red Leg. So he does great work. You know, attention to detail, baby. Attention to detail. So, anyways, with that said, where the fuck was I going with this? Oh, yeah, the socials. So let's see. I got somebody her. I'm looking at the Tickety Talks, and it's saying the following. This is from Alex. I'm just gonna go with Alex. He says APFT all day, bro. Run, push, sit-ups. And then he said, females always get everything easier, and it's bullshit. Hair standards, height and weight, awards. APFT was the only thing getting bum females out the army. You know, I hate to have to agree with you, but yeah, bro, we'll be called vet bros for saying some shit like that. But it's true, 100%, 100%. You know, and it's so political sometimes in there that motherfuckers be getting awards or coins or shit just because they're a female, and you know they want to make it. They want to put the spotlight on them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that some of them didn't deserve it. There's a fucking female friend of the podcast here, Ashley, who she sent me videos of her fucking gunslinging, and she could fucking sling them with the best out there. She's a fucking beast, bro. And you know, it's anyways. I'll leave that be. But Ashley, you know what I'm talking about. I was here for you. Red legs up, baby. But let's see. And then I got here, C. Hayes 1581 says, I only took the ACFT once before retiring, but it was a more effective, engaging, and fun assessment than the APFT. I guess that's cool, you know. If it's more effective, then yes, 100%. However, again, I don't know. I wasn't there for it. I didn't see anything wrong with the APFT. So I would say that they should have more MOS specific PT test versus a Army combat fitness test. I mean, at the end of the day, that's why they have the big motherfuckers, those big wigs making those decisions. I just wish they would ask. Oh, you know what? I'll keep my comments to myself on that because I don't know any better. They got the big picture. I don't. And if the ACFT was better, then cool. I mean, engaging is definitely good. and if it's effective, it's definitely good. The only thing I will say about the APFT that was it was easier to train for. I mean, you just train to it. You know what I mean? I guess it didn't engage all the muscles or necessary bodily equipment in order to fucking be effective. I don't know. Look, man, run, shoot, kill. All right, and I appreciate that, Hayes. And Alex, thank you. And then I got Helmet Man says ACFT is better. Fuck that stupid APFT. Right on. I mean, I never took it. I could probably agree with. I just don't see the point of a plank personally. I think that dragon motherfuckers, that's a good one. A whole throwing a ball behind your fucking head, I don't get it. It's not my thing. I don't understand what that does. But hey, overall, the thing about PT is you're only going to maintain what you have if you don't go do things on your own. So I would highly, highly recommend motherfuckers to go do PT on your own. But a lot of us didn't have that discipline. I know I didn't, except on deployment. On deployment, I was at the gym. Had to be. Now I'm a fat fuck. 230 pounds of motherfucking sexiness, baby. Ciao. But yeah, dude. And I'm losing the weight. So yeah, maybe the military, maybe the army should spend more time in educating more on fitness. Like, you got the master, was it master fitness instructors or whatever? I don't know. You know what? I'm talking out of my ass and I'm forgetting where I was going with all this. So my bad, y'all. My bad. Y'all hit me up. Let me know what y'all think, man. I appreciate that. Let's see. What does the Instagram hold for us? Let's see. Checking the Instagrams on any of that. Hey, look at that sexy beast right there. Mr. Willie Pete. Checking my Instagram, y'all. There's this dude named Willie Pete on there. He's fucking showing his sexiness on there. No homo. Oh man. So why am I not able to see my shit? How do I go to my pictures on it? Oh, profile maybe? Okay, yeah. All right. So on here, Sanchez, one of the homies from back in the day. Sanchez says both are the same, and I think because I score around the same score, if I average both grades on the APFT and ACFT. Also, Army is trying to do PT on your own in the next couple of years. I think it's great for non-combat MOS. I feel you. Sanchez. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, I thought that they were trying to fucking get it like uniformed. You know what I'm saying? Like a whole male female uniformity type fucking test. But the sooner we come to a fucking agreement that women are built different than men and men are built different than women, and stop playing this stupid political game, the sooner we can get back to being effective at what we're supposed to do, which is kill. At the end of the day, that's the job of the motherfucking army. Kill, kill, kill. It's not that difficult, y'all. It's not that difficult. But I mean, we're too busy fucking worried about social experiments that we're conducting, about transgender majors. I don't give two motherfucks what you do on your motherfucking personal time. All right. But when you start fucking dictating what I'm supposed to say about you or how I'm supposed to call you after biological fucking anyway, I'm gonna start getting heated, and this needs to be more of a conversation I have with somebody else. It just gets on my motherfucking nerves. Anywho, so that's the thoughts on the APFT. If it comes back, there's a lot of y'all that I don't know how much the ACFT sucks versus the APFT. I think on the ACFT you don't have to run that far or that, but the APFT that run, it's gonna break some of y'all off unless you're running downhill. Oof. I just remember that shit I hated the 2 mile fucking run, and I was old. I had 16 minutes. I hated that shit. Fastest I ever ran it was 14 minutes and 42 seconds. That was when I was in Korea, Camp Hoey, first 15th. Alpha Battery, baby. Gator Pride. Anyways, moving on. Let's see what's going on. Oh, dude. I'm about to start wrapping this up because I got to go check on my kids and keep recovering from my motherfucking vacay, man. God, I need to go back on vacation. Fuck all these pills, bro. If you're like me and you're stuck on pills that the fucking VA gave you, I would highly start asking them, how can you wean off of them? You know what I mean? The only issue with that type of shit is it's like a double-edged sword, I think. Because the moment you start fucking talking about weaning off of this shit, they're gonna be like, oh, so you're better. No, motherfucker, I'm not better. I'm dealing with it. And some of these motherfuckers, they want you to fucking off yourself or they want you to motherfucking go get locked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, I'm trying to avoid getting locked up in a motherfucking psych ward. But that's the only way I can prove to you that I'm fucking having mental issues? You know what I'm saying? Just because I'm able to fucking survive on a day to motherfucking day. And never mind the fucking amount of shit. I don't even know what to call it, bro. But there's times where I just want to be left the fuck alone. Like most of the day, I just want to sleep, bro. I just want to fucking sleep. Leave me the fuck alone. I don't want to deal with nobody or nothing. Not that I'm lazy. I'm not a lazy motherfucker. There's not one lazy bone in my body. I like working. I like to do things. Unfortunately, I fucking can't. Anyways, I digress. Whatever the fuck that means. What's up with RFK Jr., by the way? I've been listening to some of his shit. It's a little bit hard to listen to because he has a little impediment when he speaks. But I think the Dems have a shot with this guy, but they don't want to give him no pun intended shot because he's anti. Anywho, why are they silencing him? Do we really need another fucking 4 years of Biden? Really, do we? No. Again, I'll prefer Trump over that motherfucker any day of the week. I know that triggers a lot of you motherfucking Trump haters. I'm not a Trump lover, but I know what's better for the fuck. I think I know a little bit what's better for our country versus Biden. Biden, honestly, not both of them are going to do the same shit no matter the fuck who wins. I have to say my 401k looked really, really good when Trump was in power. And honestly, if COVID wouldn't have come, he would have had another 4 years. Let's be real. A lot of motherfuckers just don't like him because of the way he talks, the way that he is. I don't give a fuck about any of that. I don't. Oh, he's racist. No, he's not. He's racist to you because you don't agree with him. That's all it is, man. And the sooner people accept that, the better. I'll tell you what. I was going to try to avoid talking about this until Hunt got here, but I'm going to talk about it right now. Give me 1 second. I need my coffee for this. So as soon as I got back again from my vacay, I heard about this Jill Scott bitch. And at first I was pretty pissed off. I'm not going to lie. I was pretty pissed off because I felt offended that she would mock the national anthem. But then I realized, she did this it wasn't done at at a sporting event or at a location where the national anthem is normally presented. So to me, this was more of like her rendition of a song. Just had that national anthem beat. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, it's the irony to me that people say that they're oppressed or people say that they don't live in the home of the free. Really? Go try to sing that song in another country. Or go try to make fun of a national anthem in another country and see how that happens. The irony how you could do that here because you're free to do so. That's what I don't understand. So, because of the slave, got it. It's a black guy that this country will always have. It happened. It's not going to change. No matter what the fuck, it's not going to change. Then we started talking about this the Tulsa massacre. I'm assuming that it has to do with fucking with Black Wall Street. I got it, bro. I got it. Those were shitty times. They were. It's done with though. All we can do is fucking move on. I'm not saying forget about it. I'm saying, yeah, maybe we should teach about that in history because it is American history at the end of the day. Our history is not the greatest. You know what I mean? But we need to learn to move on from it and not be held back by it. You know what I'm saying? Like the national anthem was written during a battle, during the war. And it was written about what the person was viewing. All right. It's not talking about, you know, how great America is. It's talking about the people that were fighting at the time, and how they weren't backing down regardless of the bombardment that they were having and their bravery and because of the freedom that they were fighting for. So, yeah, I get it. Were all men free at that time? No, it wasn't. No, we weren't. We weren't. But again, we are now. We are now. All right. Again, that was the times, bro. That was the fucking times, y'all. That's how it was back then. Ain't shit gonna change that ever. Ever. All right. So, I mean, if that's the case, like for example, we already changed the fucking Fort Hood, Fort Ben. No, I don't know about Fort Benning, but Fort Hood. What's that other one? Fort Bragg. They renamed fucking bases. What's next? Are we gonna start renaming fucking our states? For example, Washington. I'm pretty sure George Washington had slaves. So are we gonna rename that? Are we gonna go ahead and remove statues of our founding fathers? Are we? Because they owned slaves. That was the way it was at the time. You know what I mean? And I'm not justifying it. I'm just saying that's how it was back then. And people always talk about progression and being progressive. Okay, we've progressed from it, right? We're learning from it. So let's not be regressive. Let's not harvest this hate for shit that we can't change. Now you want to educate people, educate. That's cool. But it doesn't mean that we fucking hold hatred for those people today. It makes no sense to me. It just doesn't. You want to be, if some motherfuckers want to be mad about slavery, go to West Africa, Sub-Saharan Africa, and be mad at the motherfuckers that originally sold y'all to the Portuguese or to the motherfucking Spaniards that went to get y'all from there. Plain and fucking simple. Root cause problem solving, baby. Let's go back to the motherfucking to Cuba where they were transported to and then sold off from there. Are we gonna be mad at the Cubans then? Are you gonna be mad? I mean, where does it end? Where does it stop? Is the question. All we can do is just shake our fist like, oh, how dare you? It is what it is. What's done is done. Is racism ever gonna be ended in America? Oh, absolutely not. Why? Because we keep dividing ourselves by races instead of just being one motherfucking nationality. American. All right? American. I'm an American who happens to be of Hispanic or Latino background. You know, you have Americans that happen to come from an African background or black background, African, whatever the fuck you want to call it, European background. All right. But at the end of the day, we're fucking American and we use colors to describe as descriptors, to describe people. Because if I start saying, anyways, y'all know what the fuck I'm saying. If y'all don't, well, y'all can ask me to elaborate more and I will. But yeah, dude. Yeah, this Jill Scott shit, man. It I get it. She wrote it when she was 19 or something like that. She wrote it a long time ago. And I can see the passion behind it. I mean, I understand that back then, there were issues, especially social issues. Now we're just creating the social issues. There's not issues like that anymore. Now we're just creating them. But anywho, at least my fucking opinion. And but yeah, I get it, that maybe during the time when the national anthem was written, maybe these words would follow or they would coincide. However, comma, what's the point of it? I mean, you're just telling us things we already know that happened in the past. It's not happening now. You know, and if you believe that you're oppressed, if you believe that you can't get ahead, tell me one thing that you as a minority can't do. What is stopping you from doing it? The only thing that's going to stop you from being able to succeed in your own life is yourself, especially in this motherfucking country. And I keep saying this. My family came one generation ago to the United States. They came here in late 60s, early 70s. They came into the States. And out of all our kids, all of us have moved out of the hood and moved out of the environment that we were in and are doing better for ourselves. Were there challenges? Of course. Were we going to use them as excuses? Of course not. You know, are we going to be fucking stuck in the cycle of oh, I can't do this because of I'm Latino. I can't do this. They came here and came with having to learn another fucking language. Learn another language and still succeeded. All right? Because the only ones that were born here from my family is me and my brother Doug. We're the only ones. From there, everybody else, they came from Nicaragua and El Salvador. All right? And they had to learn another language, yet succeeded. So for anyone saying that they're being held down or oppressed, the only person that's holding you down or oppressing you is yourself. So anyways, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end this podcast. Let me know what y'all think, man. I wish I could have ended it on a lighter note, but I will end it on this. Check this out, man. If you guys have any questions, feel free to hit me up on the gunline at gmail.com. If you want to go ahead and be a guest, Pappy, I'll be reaching out to you to get you to come on here. And then we're going to do some touch bases with a couple of past guests, see how they doing. And also, what do we got coming up? That's all I got pretty much coming up. Listen, y'all. The 4th of July, once again, it's something heavy for us in the 277-582 community. I wasn't part of 582. I was part of 277 FA back in Fort Hood. And on the 4th of July was when we discovered that one of our friends had joined that 22 club back in 2015. So just want to go ahead and put it out there. If you guys are having any motherfucking stressors or anything that's driving you to that, you know, don't hesitate to reach out, man, to anyone. Just text your, and for y'all homies on here, man, y'all just give a text to your fucking buddies, man. You never know what the fuck they could be smiling on the outside, but on the inside fucking hurting, bro. Trust me, I did that shit for 8 years as a civilian. Put that big ass smile on my face, and inside I was fucking deteriorating. And the ones that were suffering most was my family. Anyways, with that said, get that mental health checkup if you need it. And y'all stay easy out there, man. I ain't got nothing else. If you're, do me a favor, I need y'all to fucking like this shit and subscribe to this shit if you're not subbed or liked on it. And I need you to also do it on the Instagram. If you got Instagram, go find On the Gunline podcast. And then if you're on TikTok, go to OTGL_podcast. All right. OTGL, Oscar Tango Golf Lima _podcast. All right. And check out the merch. Doesn't really move much, but check it out anyway. Got some cool shirts there. And with that being said, Hunter Biden, stop leaning yayo in the motherfucking bathrooms out there at the White House. Crazy motherfuckers. All right, y'all. With that being said, rounds complete. Intermission. Gunline out. March order, y'all.